Damn, this is a good game.
I love this game. This is one of my favorite childhood games of all time, and this is the game that made me a die-hard Pokemon fan and made me spend my mom's hard-earned money on 500 bands on every new Pokemon game since then. And now as an adult, I pay for my own Pokemon games. But it's not worth it anymore. Nintendo, please. I'll spend like $30 on your games every time. But hey, that's not important anymore. I want to express my love for Pokemon Black and White, and specifically Pokemon Black because that is the game that I grew up with. But before I start this video, I want you guys to tell me how much you love Black and White, or just any Pokemon game in general. I think it would be pretty cool to hear that. I also want to say that I'm not going to be able to talk about everything about this game. There's a lot of content in this game and it has so much love in it, but I'm not going to be able to say everything about it. I just want to stress that. I'm not going to lie. As a kid, I didn't know what's going on. I didn't know the story. I didn't know like the characters. I just knew that I wanted Pokemon and Pokemon only. I wasn't at the age where I can just appreciate the storytelling and the world building that the game was trying to tell me. But I have to tell you that this is one of my favorite story-based Pokemon games of all time in the mainline series. It had everything that I wanted, from N to the rivals to the gym leaders and even the NPCs. Everybody in this world feels like they have personality, and that's something that I can really appreciate in a game. You know, except Gets's. It's that emotion that I haven't felt in a Pokemon game in a while. One of my favorite moments in this game is when the story gets interrupted by Bianca's dad, and he goes out to explain to her that, hey, this is actually pretty dangerous and I want you to come home. And Bianca goes out to explain that this is her adventure and her life and she needs to go out there. And I can't appreciate the father because he's just concerned about his child. Like, this is like the first time that a parent in a Pokemon game cares about his child. Considering that like Team Plasma is running amok, can you blame the dude? Everyone here, damn. Everyone here has personality, and especially when we see N and his ideologies, oh man, that deserves a video on its own. There are so many moments in this game, even as a kid, impacted me, and this game gave me a gift. And I'll tell you what that gift is.
Hot diggity dog!
When you defeat the Elite Four and the story gets interrupted by N, you have to defeat Team Plasma once and for all. You battle, and when you enter the castle, you're greeted by these guys. I don't know their names, but every gym leader except the first gym leaders, I don't know where they are, probably protecting the city, but they quickly tell you to go up to N. As you make your way up the castle, you enter this eerie room, and it's supposed to be N's room, and the music seems lonely, sad, distant even. You see that there's this basketball that sort of reveals his name, and his name is supposed to be Harmonia. We can also see in this corner in the wall that his name, and due to the slide also reveals like how his personality is due to the way that his mother was absent, how he only had 2 sisters. Oh my god, I need to make a video about N. Finally, we meet N to face about a clash in a battle of ideologies, and we get one of the greatest scenes in Pokemon history. Zekrom, come to me! Lightstone. It's trembling inside the bag. Your Lightstone is I mean, Reshiram is... The Lightstone draws in the aura of the surrounding and converts it into a powerful force which is being released! Oh my god, this has to be one of the best scenes ever. And the music, oh my Lord Heavenly Prison, this was a core memory for me. The build up was everything that gets us, but wow, everything here was so good. And if I could be honest with you, the story alone is a video in itself. But oh man, I have so many things to talk about this game. Every little nook and cranny. I could just make a video. I could make a video about the grass. The grass. I could make a video about the grass. Don't play with me. Oh, don't get me started about the seasons. What is that music playing? That's not me, right? This is not in the video. Oh no, oh my god, oh no, she's here, she's here!
Let's go. Where is she? Oh, where is she? Where is she?
What the fuck is that? What's wrong, baby?
She's in the walls! I hear her, she's in the walls!
Hot diggity dog.
There's not really much to talk about when it comes to the gameplay. I mean, it's a typical Pokemon game. You run, you battle, you catch Pokemon, etc. I honestly couldn't tell you the changes that they made. I do know a few, but such as triple battles, rotations, and seasons, but I can't really go into detail with them because they're just a different form of battles and different environment changes to the game. One of the many things that I will say confidently is how much I love how everything moves, from the rivals, gym leaders, and the Pokemon. Everybody moves so good, and I just can't get enough of it. I want more Pokemon. F the 3D games, give me more. One other thing that I personally like about Black and White is that you can only catch new Novan Pokemon, and I think that's really interesting because the more Pokemon games should go up, the more Pokemon you can catch from older generations to newer. But with Black and White, it just felt so centered, I want to say. I don't know if that's the right word. I just like this aspect of the game because you can create teams that you wouldn't normally choose because you have your Riolu, your Raichu, you know, your Rayquaza. I'm just saying that these Gen 5 Pokemon have more of a spotlight than any other mainline Pokemon game. Because let me tell you, when I was playing Sword and Shield, I looked for my Gen 5 Pokemon. That's me personally. You could have looked for your Riolu or your competitive team. I'm just saying that Gen 5 Pokemon had more of a spotlight. Then everything changed with Black and White 2, and that never happened ever again, which is probably smart. I can also see why that this is also a negative issue because, well, you can't catch your favorite Pokemons until endgame, which kinda sucks. I really don't remember a lot of the post-game. All I remember was Cynthia and the battle subway, really, so when you get these post-game Pokemon, there's not much to do and fight or even catch at least like legendary Pokemon with them. My main point is that I can see both sides of the argument, and probably the other side won because Black and White 2 gave you a Riolu at Route 2 as an apology. So you know, I guess they won. But before I end this video off, I asked my Discord server, link down in the description below, on what was their favorite experience, what they liked about Black and White specifically. I'm only gonna read some of them, not all of them, so you just gotta take that how you will, okay? The story alone is a good reason too. That I can agree with, especially with this video. I talk mostly about the story. It brought good Pokemon to competitive. It got early signs of power creep, but also helped balance previous gens. Gen 5 was a masterpiece in competitive. From Ferrothorn to Volcarona and Reshiram, it was a huge opening for previous mons and brought weather, which was huge, making useless mons excel in the competitive game like Heatran and new to its Swift Swim mons. Also, Black and White 2 brought hidden abilities which allowed more diverse teams and strategies. I don't know if you can tell, I'm just reading this off. This game made me rage. Oh man, I can actually relate to this. As a child, I actually had a little struggle with the dragon type gym leader, not Iris, but like this big brolic dude that's his mustache and beard just covering his mouth. How do you eat, bro? The game is quite good. I remember loving it, as well as its legendaries were amazing. This is the first game I ever randomized to, which scared me as my first encounter being the box legendary of White. Forgot its name. You self-destruct. I don't know what Pokemon you're talking about, but I hope you recovered. This game was great. I used to play it when I was a kid. I sucked so much at that game that I had to cheat. I understand, dude. I understand. I'm letting y'all know now that this is unscripted, so if I fumble on my words, y'all know why. But thank y'all for making it to the end of the video. Words cannot express how much I appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. This video meant a lot to me in terms of getting my foot into the door with these types of videos, and just like talking about like games that I like, or what you guys like, you know, like Black and White, fan favorite Pokemon game, dude. One of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. And then, you know, Black and White 2 happened, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I love that game too. But this game just defined my childhood, so I'm glad that in a bite-sized version I get to like talk about it. So yeah, man, this is how you can tell it's unscripted. I'm happy that it's just out now. I'm happy that everybody can see it. I'm happy that, I hope you guys like it. You gotta tell me that you guys like it or hate it, so I can keep making this type of content, because this was fun. This was definitely fun to make. So y'all, if you like this style of content, just like, subscribe more. That's all you gotta do. And if you want to join the Moon Discord server, the link's down in the description below. Mooners, return to base, return to base, return to base.